You're now watching Qnews. Here are the top stories for this hour. Palestinians in Gaza mourn victims killed in Israeli strikes as ceasefire talks continue. Mourners gathered in Gaza's Khan Younes on Friday to bid farewell to relatives killed by Israeli fire. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, some were killed overnight in strikes, while others were shot while seeking aid. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said it would likely to be known within 24 hours whether Hamas will accept a final proposal for a Gaza ceasefire. Trump previously said Israel had agreed to a 60-day truce aimed at ending the conflict. Gaza's health ministry reported over 56,000 Palestinians have been killed since Israel launched its offensive following Hamas' October 2023 attack. An Israeli airstrike on a Gaza City school shelter killed at least 15 Palestinians, most of them women and children. At least 15 displaced Palestinians, including women and children, were killed on Thursday when an Israeli airstrike targeted the Mustafa Hafiz school, which had been converted into a shelter in Gaza City's Al-Rimal neighborhood. Local sources say most of the victims belonged to one family. Grieving mother Subaiha Al-Arqan described her son as bright as the moon, saying he was burnt beyond recognition. Another strike on a shelter in eastern Gaza City reportedly killed 16 people as Israeli attacks continue across the Strip. US President Donald Trump said it could soon be clear if Hamas will accept a final Gaza ceasefire proposal. President Trump said on Friday it would likely to be known within 24 hours whether Hamas has agreed to what he described as a final proposal for a ceasefire in Gaza. According to officials, the plan involves a staggered release of 10 living Israeli detainees and the return of 18 bodies in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Of the 50 remaining hostages in Gaza, 20 are believed to still be alive. Under the proposal, humanitarian aid would enter Gaza immediately, while Israel would begin a phased military withdrawal from parts of the enclave. Talks on a permanent ceasefire would also start right away.
Has Hamas agreed to the latest framework for a ceasefire?
An Israeli artillery strike has hit a residential house in southern Lebanon early Friday. Early Friday morning, Israeli artillery shelled a residential house in the town of Aita Ashab in southern Lebanon. The house, located near the Shawat Hill area, was targeted at dawn, causing further damage. According to local sources, this house had been hit multiple times before with sound bombs. There were no immediate reports of casualties following the latest strike. A new Israeli breach of the Blue Line has been reported along Lebanon's southern border. A Lebanese security source reported that an Israeli infantry unit violated the Blue Line on the southern Lebanese border on Friday. According to the source, about 20 Israeli soldiers conducted a survey operation near the eastern bank of the Wazani River. Several soldiers crossed into Lebanese territory, entering a recreational park in the area. This latest breach adds to rising tensions along the border. Moving on to Syria, where the country has unveiled a new national emblem, with President Ahmed al-Shara stressing the country's unity and diversity. Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara has underscored the importance of national unity during a ceremony at the presidential palace in Damascus to launch Syria's new emblem. Shara said the design represents a Syria that does not accept division or partition and views its culture and ethnic diversity as a source of strength. The new emblem features an osprey with 14 feathers, symbolizing Syria's 14 cities and 3 stars above its head. Syrians celebrate the new emblem across the country, describing it as a symbol of a new era following the end of Bashar al-Assad's regime. This concludes our top stories for this hour. Many thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Q News.